tickets and facilitate entry. For the on-site purchase, they get to scan this QR code where they'll access the website. Alternatively, on a browser of their choice, they can get to search kwspay.ecitizen.go.ke to access the same platform. Your Excellency, with your permission, kindly allow me to hand you over to our park warden, Madam Esther Jerry, who will help you navigate through the park. Have a lovely game day and a good day.
Fine, thank you, Your Excellency. Welcome to Nairobi National Park. And today I am informed you are the chief safari guide. So my role will just be to support you as you guide your visitors around Nairobi National Park. Welcome, Your Excellency. Let us get going. And Nairobi National Park is situated in Rhino Sanctuary. And here we have an ivory burning site. This is an iconic site in Nairobi National Park because it is in this site that we are able to send a message, a very strong message, saying that we value our animals when they are alive. And Kenya Wildlife Service is in the process of building a memorial site whereby we are going to be showcasing even to the future generation of the works that have been done. Your Excellency, Your Excellency, that is just the technology, but we beg to take you to our air wing.
Sorry, I saw this whole story on Tuesday.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Allow me to take you to our air wing so that you can see our newest fleet. Kenya Wildlife Service is embracing technology, and we have our pilots there. One of them can explain how they are supporting a management of wildlife in this country. Captain General.
Fine, thank you, sir. Mzuri sana. Yes. So here we have a gyrocopter. This gyrocopter, we use them in the parks for patrols. And when we do the patrols, I am able to alert the ground team on anything that I see that is an issue. And these aircrafts are very good because they are efficient. They can land anywhere, and they consume fuel, low fuel consumption. Yes, and it's cheap to maintain, petrol. Yes.
It is one of the major water towers in this country, and water towers are very important for all the other economic activities, including the building, the agriculture, medicine, and all that, Your Excellency. So from there, we will welcome you here. You can see a sample of our Watamu Marine National Park. Watamu is one of our very pristine marine national parks, and we are involving the community in conserving the turtle, which is an endangered species. Welcome, Your Excellency. And here we are showcasing the Kisumu Impala Sanctuary. The importance of sanctuaries in this country is because there are some animals that cannot survive in the wild, and they need to be kept in captivity. So we have the Kisumu Impala Sanctuary, and right now Kenya Wildlife Service is doing another sanctuary in Shimba Hills to cater for animals at the coast, because we have another sanctuary which is Elementator. We have one in Nairobi Animal Orphanage, and so we are now thinking of catering for animals that are found in the coastal region. Your Excellency, here we are showcasing Hell's Gate National Park. Hell's Gate National Park is a very important park in this country when it comes to the economy and the issues of power generation. We have thermal power being generated there. So the
trophy maridadi kutoka kwa His Excellency.
Chipukizi hao ni wanaume, kwa kina dada most promising actor ni Sheila Wanjiru.
Most promising act, Your Excellency, kwa wanadada ni this lovely lady Sheila Wanjiru. Wapi makofi ya Sheila Wanjiru? Most promising female artist, Your Excellency.
Alafu tukimalizia upande wa watoto, most promising young actor ni Ndoto Zetu, ambao ni madansa.
Wapi makofi ya Ndoto Zetu? Your Excellency, this is the most promising young act. Tuwapigeni makofi tena one more time. Hao ni madansa hatari. Kisha tukimaliza tunaenda kuanganya.
Kuanganya awards. Tunaenda kuanganya awards straight to the Nganya Awards. Chipukizi
El Chefe, Your Excellency Nganya, vijana wengi hapo ndo tunatengeneza mboka yetu. Tupigeni sana huyu influencer wa matatu. Your Excellency, huyu anatumia social media ku-influence the matatu culture and he makes a living out of it. Tupigeni makofi tena one more time. Congratulations, sir.
On the female part, we have best Nganya influencer, anaitwa Nganya Princess.
Wapi makofi ya the Nganya Princess. Your Excellency, pia huyu ni content creator, anatumia talent yake ku-influence the matatu culture. Makofi yake tena one more time.
Tukisonga mbele, best conductor Kenya, anaitwa Bwana Gantana.
Bwana Gantana. Your Excellency, huyu anaitwa Bwana Gantana. He is the best conductor in town. Very disciplined. Wapi makofi ya Gantana tafadhali. Huyo ni kondana adabu, Your Excellency.
Tukisonga tunaenda kwa Kenya wana, the most amazing mat in Kenya inaitwa Opposite.
Wapi kelele ya Opposite wanapokuja pale?
Opposite.
Karibu sana. Na Your Excellency, hawa watu wa Nganya walikuwa wamesema pia wewe wanataka kukupatia award, wanataka kukupatia trophy for supporting the
that we worked with. We have adopted a one government approach. We worked closely with the KWS. 90% of funding came from the government through the Tourism Promotion Fund. And we had a partner, Save the Elephants, whose founder, Ian Douglas Hamilton, I wanted to mention this, just passed on 2 days ago. He's the one who taught us how to count elephants. So
Wapi makofi tafadhali. The release of Census Report 2025 has officially been released by His Excellency the President. Thank you, Your Excellency. Tupigie rais makofi tafadhali. Ripoti yetu ya sensa. Makofi tafadhali. Asante.
Makofi, makofi. This is the welcome to magical Kenya, your passport to the origin of wonder, and you'll collect all the wonders. Your Excellency, we will stamp your passport in Nairobi circuit. So we've segmented the country into different circuits and their experiences. You are now at KICC. You went to the park, you have your stamp, and we are made aware that you've had a Nganya experience. So this has segmented the country, and you'll be able to appreciate that Kenya is much more.
Very good.
Yes.
Digitization has enabled us to cut down on corruption, on theft, on pilferage of government resources. In 2022, we had 300 government services available on a digital platform. Today, we have 23,000 government services available on a digital platform. Not just services, including payments for whatever you want, whether you want to pay for whatever government service. And Kenya Wildlife Service was not left behind. I remember when we finally made the decision that you can no longer pay cash to go to any of our tourist facilities, that you had to pay on a digital platform. There was a lot of resistance. In fact, I remember on one occasion in Masai Mara, there was an orchestrated jam of tourists to show how difficult it was for us to pay on a digital platform. I want to congratulate KWS. They stood their ground. Look at what has happened. They used to collect between 4 and 5 billion shillings every year. Last year, they collected 7.95. Why? Because there are no fake tickets anymore. There is no way of you bribing somebody and getting into the park. You must now, on a digital platform, be able to have been identified. So, and that is the case in many, many other government services. E-Citizen is a Kenyan innovation just like M-Pesa. And today, E-Citizen collects on behalf of the government of Kenya about 2 billion shillings every day. It's collected on E-Citizen. And end to end, you can follow transactions, you can know who paid what, there are no more, paper receipts, for things, and those kind of stories. There is, however, one group of people who are still hiding. They want to continue with the paper receipts, but I will sort them out. So we are transitioning to a digital space. In 2022, our tourist numbers was 1.5 million visitors. This last year, we had 2.4 million. In 2024, it was 12 years since we hired game rangers and people who protect our heritage, the wildlife. It is then that I instructed my good friend Kanga. And we hired 1,500 rangers who today are doing a fantastic job looking after our heritage. In 2022, you had to travel to government offices to get a visa to travel to Kenya. Whether you are a business person, a tourist, or something, and you had to pay $50. We looked at it then and we said, we must make travel to Kenya seamless and easy. That is how we went to technology. Today, for you to travel to Kenya, you do not have to visit our embassy offices in all the places globally. All you need to do is to get access to internet, and through the electronic travel ETA authorization, electronic travel authorization, you pay $30 and there you are, you can travel to Kenya without any restrictions. The numbers you see today are not by accident. We have created a seamless portal that enables people who want to come to Kenya to find their way here without barriers and complications. As we look into the future, I am very confident that our numbers will be going up. We have huge ambition for this space because we know very well what tourism can do. Tourism, wildlife, and mice can do for our country. It will not only create jobs for millions, it will make sure that we have a thriving agricultural sector. We have a whole chain of facilities and a big ecosystem of micro, small, and medium enterprises that grow on the back of tourism. And therefore, it is front and center of our plan. And it is the reason why this year's Jamhuri celebration is themed around tourism, wildlife, and mice. So that I can conclude, it's not just about numbers. It's not about the number of tourists. It's about money. Yes. It's about money. In 2022, from tourism, the numbers were 268 billion in 2022. Last year, 2025, it was 452 billion. Our target is 5 million visitors by 2028 and 1 trillion shillings from tourism. In a few months, what we have always wanted to do, to build a new conference facility in Kenya. Many of our neighbors have gone ahead of us. We've seen what has happened in Rwanda. We've seen what has happened in Uganda and many of our neighbors. But I can now confidently tell you as the citizens of this great nation that by April next year, we will have built the largest conference facility in East and Central Africa. Right here in the Bomas of Kenya. It is one of the things that I really wanted to do for our nation. Whenever I get a few minutes in the evening, I go there to see. And if you follow what goes on there, it is being built 24 hours. Because I have given a timeline that we must begin to use that facility and begin to make money from that facility from May next year. Yes. Kwani mtafikiri tutafikisha trilioni moja how? It has already been booked before it is complete. It has already been booked for France Africa Summit in May 12th, 2026. We already have a booking for it.